Hey everyone, welcome back to The Addicted Bookworm. Alright, oh my lord. Alrighty, so I have officially finished another book that's on my physical TBR. I read it on my Kindle because it was a Kindle Unlimited book, and it is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I know I'm going to get thumbs down for this, I know. But this is part of my TBR, my physical TBR, books I have not yet read since I bought them. So yeah, I'm not going to ignore the books that from authors people don't like. My goal is to read every single book that I own so that I can get my TBR down to zero. So my advice to people is that if you don't want to, you know, watch this review, you don't have to. But I just want to be like, yeah, I finished the book. It's off of my physical TBR. It's now my digital, not my digital, but my physical, like I read the book. And this is the last book in the pile. Alright, so this is the third book in the Harry Potter series. Everyone knows the plot, or at least I hope everybody knows the plot. And this is that Sirius Black has escaped from Azkaban, and everyone thinks that he's after Harry. And Harry has to deal with the Dementors. So does everyone else. Everyone else has to deal with them. And we meet Professor Lupin, and we learn a little bit more about the hatred between Severus Snape and James Potter, though we will find the full extent of it later on. And no, it is not. No, we all know it's not the reason that will probably be depicted in the show. Though, if Paramount does buy Warner Brothers, they do have the option of hiring a new actor to play Snape, which I really do hope they do, because we do not need something that isn't connected to racism to be considered to be racist. Yeah, it's not good. Alright, anyways, so I got this from Barnes & Noble 2 years ago. Yeah, I haven't been to Barnes & Noble in like a year, so, you know. I haven't been to Barnes & Noble in a year because I don't have the finances to go to Barnes & Noble. I don't. Anyways, so Harry has to learn the Patronus charm. There's the Quidditch, this is the Quidditch Cup, not the World Cup, that's in the fourth book. And all in all, Harry is just trying to survive another year. Hermione has this weird schedule that Ron's kind of like, how the heck is she going to all her classes, which we later on find out why. This is a great palate cleanser. There's not really a lot of books out there that are palate cleansers. I know Terry Pratchett definitely is a palate cleanser, which I will be reading his book, Mort. No, I do not have a physical edition of Mort. I actually can only get it. I'm actually going to go and see if it's available on Kobo Plus, and if it is, I'll be reading it on my Kobo. But all in all, I enjoyed the book. It feels like that you're reading a book that every part of it was planned out, and it actually was all planned out. You don't see that in a lot of modern day authors, especially female authors. I don't really think they plan anything out. They just go with the flow, which is not really good. And you can tell in a lot of modern books when things are not planned out, when this is not done right or this is not done right. Books that were written last century to early this century is definitely more planned out than just, oh, go with the flow. But anyways, I enjoyed it a lot, and yeah. So I'm going to be taking a break from the Harry Potter world. I have all these other books to read, so next year I will probably read the fourth book, or reread the fourth book. So now that I have read my pile of books that I I chose, it is time for you guys to see the next batch of books that I'm going to be reading. And right now, I've got 5 here, so 5, I got 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I got about 40. I got about 40 more books to go. So, including this pile is 45. But that is, I think that's like half of what I originally started off with. So yeah. All right. So these are the books that I will be reading. So it's going to be Dead Fake by Vincent Ralph. I actually have this on Kindle. So I have it on Kindle and on Nook. So if I don't want to read it on Kindle for at that moment, I can read it on my Nook. It says here, would you swipe to die? When the new craze takes over Bleak Haven High, Ava Wilson refuses to join in. As the niece of an infamous murderer, it's the last thing she needs. The mysterious website allows people to view their own deaths as AI-generated versions of their final slash-remove moments. But when some of her classmates' deep fakes are replicated in real life, Ava will either catch a killer or be the next victim. So I got this at Costco. Not Costco, sorry. Myers. So then we have another Frida McFadden book. This is Do Not Disturb. I was going to read the other 2 books before it, but I decided, never mind, I'm just going to go ahead and read it. I'm actually planning on to not only to get this book on Kindle Unlimited, but also the book after the one I just finished reading. So that one is in. And then, hold on. This one still had the sticker on it. Alright. I'll clean up the rest of it in a bit. Alright. So D by Frida McFadden. Firestarter by Stephen King. I actually have Firestarter on my Kobo. So either, I think it's my Kobo. I got that and The Mist. Yeah. I'll have to check. And The Final Girls Support Group by Grady Hendrix. So those are the 5 books that I'm reading for the rest of this month, going into June. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. I'm going to start on Deep Fake today. I'm going to actually go on my Nook and just double check to see if it's on my Nook. If it's on my Nook, I will read it on my Nook. But yeah, I'm real excited about reading it and everything. And also, I will be continuing with The Art of Murder. I'm on chapter 5 of this book. I have been reading it on my Kobo Clara because my Kobo Libra was charging. Well, now it's not fully charged. It's like 97%, but I don't really care. It's charged enough to where I can actually go through the book. Alright, anyways, I'm just going to spend the rest of the day reading and enjoying myself. Oh, yes, and in October, I believe it's 25th, it's on a Saturday from, I think it's 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. or 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., one of the two. They're having a Louisville Book Festival, 150 authors. That is way too many authors. I'm going to start saving my money up for that event because I do want to kind of try to meet one author. So I don't even know who's coming. It's like really early right now in it. I don't even know how much the tickets are going to cost. The Louisville Public Library is going to be there, and a couple of the people are going to be there. But I'm really super excited. I've never been to a book event, and the only reason I'm not really keen about going to book events is, first of all, I gotta fly there, and even if I had a real ID and everything, I honestly would not be comfortable going on a plane, going to a book thing myself. So since I live here in Louisville and the lodging part has been fixed, I will be going to that event, and I will be shooting video of that event, and I will like upload it in like shorts and everything. So yes, I'm saving money up for that event. I am going by myself because my brother is going to be dead to the world. So I'm going there, and I'm real excited about it. I hope to meet some really good authors, if possible. Like I said, I don't even know who's going to be there, but it should be a lot of fun. And the fact is that it's also being hosted by the public library is great. It is an exposition hall, and hopefully it will not be bad like BookCon was. Oh my lord. But I am nervous. I have never been to a book event. So I will probably be adding more books to my TBR. Hopefully they will have some used books that I can buy. But knowing my luck, they'll all be brand new and stuff. And also, I just hope and pray there's no trampling. If there's arcs, I hope there's no trampling. I really hope not, because that would be bad. But I have actually been inside of the Louisville Exposition Center. It is a really large building. It has more than enough room for everybody that wants to come. And hopefully this will be a good event, and I will have a lot of fun, and I will get some autographs and all that. But once I find out who is who's doing that, how much they're going to be charging for seeing them, I'm going to see if there are any authors that I have their books, and if I have their books, then I will take one with me and have that author sign it, which is going to be so much fun. I have not been to a book signing in like 30 years. I've not. The last time I went to a book sign, my mother took me, and I think it was the O.J. Simpson prosecutor. He had published his book, and so my mother wanted to go and meet him, and yeah, and she bought his book and had it signed. So anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.